Okay, so the 3-putt, or the avoiding 3 putts and bringing some pressure into practice. So this drill here, one of our favourites,
Yep.
which is the 2-putt drill, and it's a putt which is 20 to 50 foot long, 1 ball only. We're going to read the putt, we're going to play it, and then we're going to go and hole out. And the idea is to get 6 consecutive 2 putts in a row, and then we move on to level 2.
Okay.
So I've already read this putt. I'll go away with it.
Yep. Normal process.
Yep. So I've read it already. I know where I'm going to aim. I'm now going to play it. And the key here is I know I'm going to go and hole out. We're not just on a putting green hitting putts. I know that wherever it finishes, I've got to go and hole out. So that's good. So
that's really good.
That's
but
about
it's really
inches.
It's recreating the game of golf here in terms of what you experience when playing, right? It's
Exactly.
1 ball, it's hitting a putt, random distance, and we want to 2-putt that, obviously. You know, 20 to 50 feet, we're not going to hold that many, but we can certainly learn to 2-putt more often. And that's bringing that little bit of pressure, as you say. It's real. You know, if you throw down 6 golf balls at 20 feet, you're going to look smart very quickly.
Yeah.
But just putting a ball here and challenging yourself, can I 2-putt? And knowing that you have to hit that tidy up putt, the clean up putt, that's a very important part of this, isn't it?
Yep. So I'm going to go through my read process. Got my read. And come back. Okay, so if you use aim point, now's a good time to be using it. But these putts, you know, after 25 feet, it's all about speed. You're never going to miss aim that bad or misread it that bad that you're going to be far away from the hole.
Yes.
And this will be for 2 from 2. Okay, so a little low on speed there, but still only a couple of feet away.
Couple of feet. Can't give it to you.
Exactly, I'm feeling the pressure.
Yeah.
I have got a 3-footer now to keep my streak alive. So I'm feeling that, you know. There's a bit of pressure here.
Once again, if you were to miss this putt, and I have every confidence in you, but you would go back and start number 1 all over again, correct?
Exactly. As soon as you miss, you go back to 0.
And our magic number is 6.
Yeah, and you know, randomly around the green, putting up slopes, down slopes, make them as crazy as possible. Let's see if we can get to the end of these 6. Okay, so that's the 6 completed.
You know what that means?
Time for the rollback.
Time for the rollback. It means we've got to really just a increase on the complexity of the drill. And what we're going to do now with these next 6 is you're going to hit your first putt, and wherever that first putt finishes, you're going to double the distance of the secondary putt. So if he hits it to a foot from the hole, he's going to hole a 2-footer rather than 1 foot. But that obviously means if you hit it to 3 feet short of 30 feet, which would still be quite good, we're going to have a 6-footer. So this is definitely going to get more challenging. I'm going to ask you to take that second pin.
Okay.
Okay, that's our putt.
So I'm going to go and read it.
Really, you're going to have to miss as close as possible to minimize the length of that rollback, right? So this is just increasing the pressure.
So I've completed that first run of drills quite easily, but now it's getting tougher.
Correct.
So once again, adding that bit of pain into the drill. Now my speed has to be excellent, or it's going to leave me with quite a sizable second putt.
Yeah, and therefore, that's a great putt. We
has to be great, right?
We mightn't complete all 6 on our first attempt when we're doing the rollback, because it just gets so much more challenging.
Okay, so I'm going to double the miss. See, that was a pretty good first putt, but it still leaves me with a tricky sort of 3-footer.
Yeah.
You know, the standard of your first putt has to be so much better. And you feel that when you're standing over them down there.
Well done.
Okay, where next?
Let's go. Actually, let's go back to the cup you just played from.
Okay, so if I bring it up here.
Just give yourself a different break.
Yep.
Full process all the time, right? That's one of the keys in all these drills, is to stick to Stick to process, stick to routine.
Stick to your read. Really feeling the pressure on the speed here, because doubling whatever I leave.
Get you thinking, right?
Yep.
So that's a good putt.
Yeah.
But I think we're looking at a little tester once you've doubled that distance.
Yeah, that's going to come back to about there, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Okay. Feels a little unfair, which I like, because it means my first putt has to be better.
Yeah.
I guess this would be your clutch putts, or the putts that keep momentums in play. Something that follows after something that wasn't quite as good as you wanted it to be.
Yeah, or maybe you've hit a par 5 and 2, but you're starting from 60 feet from the flag.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So I guess
that's part of this drill, right? Is when we start to double that distance.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to have 5 footers, and we know on tour
yeah.
that's roughly 75% conversion rate. So you're going to miss some of them. It just makes it that bit more challenging. But the idea is always, we're stretching you. You're going to adapt. It's a stress. It's a challenge that leads to growth. And I love this drill because you know you can keep going here. You can make the putts even longer. As you said, use the entirety of the practice green. Mm-hmm. It's just endless what you can do with this drill.
Yeah, and I think to get 6 of these in a row, these rollbacks, your first ball speed or your clutch putt would be fantastic.
Superb,
so,
yeah.
Let's see how far I can get. Let's go again.
Let's keep going.